Hello everyone, I'm RecV5.
And I am Sandman99.
And welcome back to Madden 12 Suffering with the bad Madden.
Yes, the bad Madden. And you know what? I'm going to make a defensive adjustment this week because last week I added the dime man under 2.
Yep.
And immediately our opponent started running the ball.
Oh yeah.
And having a fair amount of success running the ball when they had never been able to really do that before.
So what did you do?
And my pass defense really wasn't any better or worse than it usually was before when I was playing either a 3-4 or a 4-3.
Oh, okay.
You know, like they'd show me 3 wide receivers, so I'd put that dime defense on, and then right away from a single back formation, they're running the ball and running for like 30 yards, right?
Yep.
Against the dime defense. And so, you know, like I said, I don't think that I did not really have any additional success against the pass doing that. All it did was make me weaker against the run. So I'm kind of wondering if that's what's going on against you on your offense too. You know, like maybe on if they call plays based on down and yardage rather than on personnel, like they do in older games. That maybe what they're doing is on 3rd down and 6 or 7 or whatever, they're putting a nickel or a dime defense out there that's weaker against the run.
And I just run for 15 yards.
And then you run for 15 yards, right?
Yeah, could be.
So, you know, I'm just kind of wondering if that's what's going on. And this game definitely appears to be designed so that passing is difficult and running is very easy.
Yep.
And so I think what I need to do is basically put, go back to what I was doing before. And I'll still have the dime defense for if it's 3rd down and 26 or something, right?
Well, just remember that we've got play action on offense in our back pocket now.
Yeah. Are you going to throw a pass today?
I'm not planning on it.
Yeah.
For this head-to-head between the Steelers and the 49ers. The 49ers are hosting here and want to be able to keep the home field advantage going as we get ready for this one, Chris.
Okay, well, it looks like the 49ers have elected to receive.
Home field advantage. This team needs to come out and rally early to get the fans on their side.
Yeah, we had a file system check, a PS3 file system check when we turned this thing on today.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why?
Yeah, it was just completely random out of nowhere.
Well, actually, what ended up happening was we booted up the game, and then it crashed. And then we went to boot up the game again. And that's when we got the file system check.
Yeah, because you didn't shut it off properly.
Yeah, but it's like, but it was just loading. It wasn't even writing. Like, who cares?
Mm-hmm. Well, companies that make this type of hardware tend to overmanage things, I think. And that was just a case of, it being overmanaged, right?
Well, it's one of those things that makes me wonder, too, though, because Sony uses BSD as their original system for this, I'm pretty sure. Like, they use the BSD operating system, and Unix-like operating systems are usually pretty good for file system management kind of stuff. Although, then again, though, I don't know what kind of file system the PS3 actually uses. If it uses a traditional Unix file system, or if it's some sort of, like, weird thing that Sony put in there.
Yeah, sets up the play action, blah 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 blah, yep.
Yep, setting up that play action.
Okay, well, they got single back big out there again. Oh, look at that. What was that? Look at this. Okay, well, that happened so fast I didn't even know it, but alright. But just watch what happens to the pass rusher here, right? Again. Well, I guess I could probably give him that one, but still.
Yeah, the hyper alert halfback throws his right shoulder.
The hyper alert halfback just manages to suddenly see that guy coming out of nowhere
premier running backs and Frank Gore from Miami, it becomes an easy decision to run the rock.
No
Okay,
question
well.
about that, Gus. Frank Gore is one of those running backs, maybe not as flashy as some guys, but he puts up flashy numbers. It seems like he gains 5 yards falling down. And he is
Well, they were trying to pass there, and they didn't get much, so.
Guys hate tackling him.
And Chrissy is definitely
3rd and 11. What do you think? We'll play our dime defense now? They're probably going to pass on 3rd and 11, right?
I mean, it is Madden.
Of course, it all
Yeah.
starts with exceptional strong safety. The Tasmanian Devil, Troy Polamalu. Out of
Oh, look at this.
USC.
They just they ran it.
Well, that's okay because you had Troy out there.
As soon as I put the dime defense on, it's 3rd down and 11, and they're running the ball, right? Wow.
Because you shouldn't have put that dime defense out there. Or maybe you should have, I guess.
I don't know.
It worked out there.
Next time, I think I'll just probably put a 4-3 out there. No, absolute garbage, right? They're trying to get a big play on a run play. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's your turn now.
Yep.
That brings out the 8th-year man out of Miami of Ohio.
There, see, he's got 18 passing yards. See, it must have been somebody else that got sacked, or else they're not counting the yardage loss due to the sack, maybe.
Probably. Because it was definitely Big Ben who got sacked.
Yeah. So that's not net yardage. That's passing yardage before losses.
Gives it up the middle.
It looked like you had a gap there, and then your offensive lineman got shoved over to close it, right?
Yo, I actually ran around him, and I managed to run around the defensive lineman there, too. So I still got something out of that, but...
Out of Georgia that shows no signs of slowing down.
Yeah, and what's amazing about Hines
Well, this wide-spaced defense here, you should have some success running up the middle. Except that inside linebacker there doesn't have anybody on him, right? You see that?
Yep.
Like, I don't know who that guard's pointing at, but he's not pointing at that linebacker.
Oh, come on. We fumbled it? Really?
Oh, you got it back, I think.
Wow.
You got it, Gus. No coach wants to see his player ever fumble, and to be honest, the quickest way to get knocked out of the NFL is to keep giving up the football. You simply cannot do it.
Well, you picked up some yards. If you hadn't lost 2 yards on that other play, you would have made it, probably.
Yeah, well, the fumble really is what did me in on this drive.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you lost 2 yards, right? It would have been 4th and 1, and you could have tried to sneak here. Or you might have even made enough yards for a first down if you hadn't fumbled there.
A lot of times, 3 and outs translates to points against your team and a tired defense.
Well, that's a terrible punt.
Wow.
Yeah, how do you not line up a solid hit on that guy?
Yeah, really. Well, like I said, though, before, nobody can make a solo tackle in this game. That's something that I've noticed, right?
Yep.
No, nobody makes a solo tackle in this game. Ever. They're running out of the shotgun, too.
Were you in the dime?
No, I was in a 4-3.
Oh, there you go. Just line up in the 4-3.
Yeah.
Until they give you reason otherwise.
Well, in what I think might be a passing situation, I'll go into a 3-4, right? Oh, look, somebody actually made a tackle all by themselves. See, now, I don't know what we're going to do here. We'll have to see, because they ran on 3rd and 11. Come on. Okay, so they got 3 wide receivers out there. Oops. Okay, well, we're not doing anything here. I guess we'll just back everybody up and hope for the best. It didn't matter, right? I had a 3-4 defense out there, and or 4-3 defense out there, and they had their 3 wide receiver set, and I still stopped the pass, right?
Oh, there you go.
Which has to come right back out on the field now.
4th down. The 49ers lining up to punt.
Yeah, just stay away from that. Get away from that in case it bounces into you, you moron. Boy.
Why the hell do they want us to line up in single back so much?
Have it end up in the end zone for a touchback, because it just is a letdown for the punt team. Now you've got them backed up inside the 10-yard line. Nice play.
Yeah, it's really too bad that didn't roll forward at all after it landed. See, that linebacker doesn't have anybody on him again.
Right? I know, but there's nothing I can do about it.
And he makes it out to about the 5-yard line. Nate Clements was there for the stop.
Well, I think it's safe to say we're going to the playoffs.
Yep.
Here they go, backed up at the 5.
Okay, that linebacker crept ahead now, so the guard's actually going to block him maybe, right? Yeah.
And our fullback couldn't block him.
That's why
Yep.
you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
Now they'll face a 3rd and 6 situation.
That's if they're swapping guys in coverage now.
It's the tailback.
Yeah, needed that first down.
Yeah, the offensive line did.
Well, you know, we've got the play for the right situation.
Secondary, and then he was able to explode
Yeah.
from there.
And we'll have a 1st down and 10. The ball is on their own 16.
Oh, look at that. A guy came right through the middle untouched, a linebacker again. There's a huge flaw in the way blocking is set up in this thing.
Yeah,
right?
what even happened there? Because I thought that everybody would have a guy on them. Oh, number 73 just decided to ignore that guy.
I'll bet you if you looked at the play art, that linebacker again is probably the guy who has nobody assigned to block him, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know how you don't block an inside linebacker on a run play.
Especially when he's right across from you.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's why we run the dive play.
Yeah.
And he has become the emotional leader of this defense.
See, there's nobody on him again because you got a double team on that defensive lineman there, right?
Well, I'm hoping that my fullback will block him, though.
Yeah.
Except nobody blocked the other linebacker.
Did you see how fast that linebacker was on that one? Not only did he recognize it, but when he did recognize it, he had the explosiveness to get there.
So another 3rd down coming up for the offense.
And he reverses the play. What are we doing here? Are we throwing a pass?
We're trying.
Oh, okay. Hey,
Oh,
triangle.
shit. I pressed the wrong button. Well, that's okay. You know, that actually would have been as good as a punt from here.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, they didn't catch it.
Yeah, but I pressed the wrong button there.
Yeah, you should have thrown it to the guy in the flat if you could have pressed the right button. Just
I
there was
know,
no one
but
near
you
him.
went and confused me there. Gotta say nothing.
I don't know, I think bad things happen when you go to the air.
Well, obviously, but we had so much distance to make up from that cheesy bullshit.
What's this now? Did he actually... Wow, okay, I couldn't tell if he actually picked that up or not.
He got everything he could.
Wow,
There really
okay.
wasn't much room.
Yeah, he really didn't have much of a chance
Well,
at all to make anything happen there.
Well, I think we actually pushed them backwards some. Yeah, we actually pushed them backwards like 5 yards.
Ah, fuck. Okay, well, it didn't matter anyway. I couldn't get a control of a lineman there.
They're still going backwards.
Yeah.
Second down and 7 yards to go. The halfback with the carry. The stop was made by Christopher Carter. 4 yards on the carry.
Okay, well, it's third down and we're 6 now.
It's now 3rd and 6. Has a man to his right.
See that?
Well, even if they completed that, they weren't gonna get their...
But you see that? You play a 4-3. I don't care how many wide receivers they got out there. You get lots of pressure, and you make them throw to a guy who's covered, right?
Yep.
You put a dime out there, and you don't get any pressure, and they probably just audible to a run and run for 15 yards, right? Okay. Okay, that time it went into the end zone.
There you go. So we actually gained another 5 yards in this exchange.
Yeah.
They'll take over at the 20. Now we have a first down and 10 to go.
Well, you got Redmond in there.
Inside handoff. And the tackle was made.
But our blocking on the outside there couldn't hold up.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe the 49ers just have this unstoppable defensive line that we don't know about.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, their record is 6-7, so you know they can't be all that good. But maybe you should try running to the left. It looks like at least that linebacker's got somebody on him to that side.
There's no gap there, though.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes the gaps open in the most surprising places.
Roethlisberger will hand it off.
All right, that's what I'm doing. Is I'm targeting the gaps.
Yeah. Maybe you'll have to start moving your fullback around or something.
And looking at a 3rd and 6 right here. Ball on their own 24.
See that? You got a double team on that defensive lineman there, that left end, and nobody on that linebacker. That's so stupid.
I'm mostly just relying on the fullback to block that guy. Yeah. But we need our center to actually...
it would be helpful if the offensive lineman...
too.
Yeah, because what happens is that you're double teaming that one guy, but everybody else is one-on-one matchups, right? And unless you've got players who win those one-on-one matchups, you're not going to go anywhere. See that? No one-on-one tackle there, right?
Really a good effort. There wasn't a ton of room for him to run, but he was able to get up the field, get a few yards. You never get upset with a punt return guy.
Well, we'll try. Maybe we'll try running some stretches or some. We have another run play there too. Oh, we could line up in the full house. Try that a little bit. Maybe that would do something.
Yeah, well, obviously, it looks to me like the blocking schemes are just not setting up for you.
Well, I'm not dissatisfied with the blocking. It's just people aren't holding on to their blocks the way they have in the past.
The quarterback had no chance on that play. Talk about raw determination by the defender to get into the backfield.
Yeah, not a lot of
wow, look at that, eh?
Play, huh?
Crunch.
So
Yep.
It seems like
okay, so what are we doing now? They got 3 wide receivers out there. It's 3rd and 11. Maybe we'll compromise. We'll play a nickel.
And that opens up room for other defenders.
Yeah, exactly, and that's another reason why he's so dangerous. You need 2 guys to shut him down, which allows one of the other defenders to get after the quarterback.
Wow.
Where's your man coverage guy?
Yeah, it was a 5-man-to-man, so where was the guy covering him?
Right around the 38-yard
wow.
by Clark.
Okay, well.
First down, 10 to go.
I mean, and it
Should have
wasn't
stayed
like
in the 4-3.
it wasn't like he ran a really shifty pattern or anything. He was just standing still there, right?
Yep. Should have stayed in the 4-3, man.
I don't know. Somebody. I think. I don't know. Maybe I can still look at the replay of this if they'll let me. I don't have any control right now.
Back to San Francisco.
Come on, enough of that.
With their scenic cinematic bullshit.
Yeah. Okay. So they threw to the halfback, right? And that's number 54's man by the looks of it. And what the fuck is he doing? He's blitzing. Okay? That's not what this play was called to do. Right?
Yeah, he just ignored his man coverage guy.
He ignored his man coverage guy and just decided to blitz. Like, and that wasn't even drawn into the play. That's garbage. That was a garbage can chance, right?
They line up at the 38.
Shouldn't have happened.
They keep it on the ground with
Oh,
the
that's
tailback.
okay. Line up in your 4-3.
Mm-hmm.
A 5-yard gain. It's now 2nd and 5. They're on their 33.
Okay.
Picked off.
Well, all garbage aside.
Wow, he closed on the ball quickly and came up with the interception.
Oh, look. It's like it was reading my mic.
Yeah. Okay, well.
When you're that good at closing and attacking,
It looks like you got a good selection of run plays out of this.
And it's amazing what talent will let you get away with. Gives it off.
Oh, that was terrible blocking on the outside there. They got to hold that guy at least until I managed to get to the outside.
Yeah, and you need to be able to wait for the blocking to set up too, and the backside pursuit there was coming so fast you couldn't even wait, right?
The ball is on their own 40.
Well, we'll try again.
See, between Johnson and Miller, they should be able to block out that guy on the outside, and you should be able to pick up, yeah, just like that, right?
Well, they didn't actually hold on to that block, though. I kind of just cut in between the block as the guy broke off the block automatically there.
Yeah.
So that was actually kind of cheesy bullshit in and of itself, right?
Yeah, but then this entire game is cheese, though, right?
Because if you take a look at this here, right?
Yeah, actually,
That guy gets...
actually, he ran right by you.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
He insta sheds his block, even though I'm following my lead blocker there, number 83, right? Like I'm just trying to follow his path.
That's a pulling lineman trying to block him too, right? Like,
well, I'm not looking at that though, right? What we're looking at is we're looking at this guy, right? This guy is going to get blocked by number 85, and I'm going to follow behind number 83 there, right? The pulling lineman comes over and fills in that gap so that I can't get stuffed for a loss. That's fine. But then this guy insta-sheds his block, and the only reason why this play goes anywhere is because he totally overruns this, and I just run in between them.
yeah.
And it's like, well, whatever, I guess that's a thing.
Yeah, personally, I would have rather seen the block be executed well.
Well, but you know, the only guy with pancake blocks on the field is Hines Ward, so...
Yeah. Yeah, even that one, he was hitting that guy kind of from behind. Oh, look at that. Right?
He's going to be tackled for a loss.
Yeah, that was terrible blocking.
Yep.
Line can handle their guys up front and not allow the offensive linemen to get down on the linebackers. It really gives those linebackers a chance to look great.
So it's 2nd down, 14 yards for the first.
Yeah, you need them to screw up again, right? Basically, it seems like the only time you can make any progress is if somebody on the defense screws up, right?
I should have kept that a little more to the inside.
Oh, well.
We'll go back to the dive play. That was working better.
Athletic those guys are. If you're a fullback or an offensive lineman or somebody out in front trying to make that block, it's just
He's going to run the reverse dive.
Yeah, but there's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Well, but we gained 2 yards there, see?
Yeah. Well, you did manage to change the field position a little bit anyway. Oh, this looks good. Yeah. Okay, well.
Smith can hear the crowd in the end zone seats from this starting field position.
Like, look at this. I had an untouched pass rusher coming from the outside, and he still managed to complete that.
It's okay. You just wait until they leave in an extra blocker, and then you'll get a sack.
Needed to convert here on second down.
Now, that was a heavily overloaded formation on one side.
Yeah, it's a bunch formation, right?
Nice.
There are just some guys in this league that you have to run away from. But the danger in that is you run away from him, and he uses his speed to catch you from behind.
They go with the toss. And he'll lose yards.
Okay, well, gonna make them punt from, at least didn't allow them to get a first down.
You see, we're going to win this game on the backs of our special teams, right?
Oh, well, I'm ready to call the fair catch.
It is so tough on your defense. A lot of times, 3 and outs translates to points against your team.
Okay,
or maybe you can just return
Maybe
this.
I'll return this. Oh, come on, move! I forgot you don't use the D-pad in this game. Wow, I wish you could change the control scheme back to, like, the old Madden.
Yeah, it would be a lot more enjoyable if you could.
Yeah.
See, there's a gap there between those 3 tackles if that center can hold on to his guy.
Yeah. If. Oh, look at that.
I'm happy with that. I told them to block aggressively there.
Oh, okay.
Like, to push up.
Yeah, maybe you need to do that then.
Yeah, maybe I just need to do that all the time.
Well, try it for a little while. See if it helps. Yeah, see that? Even your fullback did a better job on that linebacker that time too, right?
Although I didn't make my cut to the inside soon enough there.
No, but it did get you 2 more yards than you've been typically getting, right?
Takes it up the middle.
There's a first down.
Let's see if the defense makes any adjustments. It's 1st and 10.
See, the thing is, Redmond is a little bit quicker than Mendenhall, too.
Yeah.
Even though he's not as strong.
I think a lot of this has to do with your blocking selection too, right? I didn't know that you could choose to block in different manners.
Yep, you can actually tell them to block in different manners.
Fights forward on the 30. Manny Lawson was there to bring him down. We've got 2nd and 9 yards to go.
It does seem to me, though, that this game has adjusted. There's been a step in difficulty, right? Started about 3 or 4 games ago.
It's probably just the end of season cheese, kind of like in traditional Madden.
Yeah. Yeah, where suddenly, you know, like, because you were running wild on everybody and, you know, scoring 40 points a game and all that kind of stuff, and now suddenly you're having to work for it a little bit, right?
Are they going to tell me if I'm inches or 2?
They're going to send the measurement crew out there, maybe. Nope. Okay.
Yeah, they're going to send the measurement crew out there to...
Yeah, and it
no
looks
damn
like
reason.
it's not 4th and 1, it's 4th and like half the length of the football, so...
Oh, that's okay. We've got Big Ben out there.
Yeah. Yeah, so long as you can actually fall forward before you get stopped. So long as that center doesn't just decide to skip that nose tackle or something stupid like that, right?
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah. If anything, in a play like this, the center and that guard should be teaming up on that nose tackle.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, you made it.
We'll do what we have to do.
Yeah.
They line up at the 20.
Yeah. See, I think since you changed your blocking strategy, it appears that you're having a little bit better success, right? Still a fair amount of resistance, but you do seem to be getting, you know, a couple or 3 yards more on each carry kind of thing, right? Of course, that could be just something that's completely random, too. Who knows? There could be no reason for it at all.
Oh, we hurt somebody.
Oh, somebody's hurt.
That's okay. If we can just hurt them repeatedly.
Looking at 3rd and 5. Ball on the 15-yard line. Gives it up the gut.
Oh, you got almost there.
Well, I guess we'll be bringing out Ben again.
Yep.
I don't even know if we could actually make a field goal from here with how bad the field goal kicking is.
Yeah.
So in theory, I should just be able to follow the center.
You should, in theory, because there's nobody anywhere near you.
He gets out to about the 9-yard line.
All right, 1st and goal. Should be able to run this down to 2 minutes.
Yep.
And with that, we have reached the 2-minute warning. We will be back after this break from your local stations. You are watching the NFL on EA
See, I
Sports.
wonder sometimes when I'm on defense, if, you know, because I'm playing either a 3-4 or a 4-3, you see a free pass rusher come around the edge and pressure the quarterback really hard, and he still manages to complete a pass. I wonder if that's like a dice roll thing, because they're passing against a, you know, not really passing-oriented defense, maybe?
Maybe?
You know, like they get a dice roll bonus because I don't have an extra defensive back out there or something.
Maybe.
Gets the ball.
Okay, you're getting a little closer.
Was there to bring him down.
But the thing is, from the experience that I had in the last game, you don't dare put that dime defense out there if you think they're going to run at all, right? You just don't. Oh, gonna give it to the fullback.
After running the clock down a whole bunch, of course.
Oh, of course. Ideally, you should be able to punch this in for a score with less than 30 seconds left in the half, right?
Handoff up the middle. That's a gain of 2.
Well, it's 3rd and goal from the 1.
So here we go. It's 3rd and goal from the 1 as they look to break.
Wow, look at that huge gap in the middle.
Well, we're giving it to the fullback again.
Yeah. It's funny, you know, if this is a goal line offense, they've got all of their second level guys like lined up 5 yards off the line of scrimmage, right?
Yeah, it really doesn't make any sense at all. This is a terrible play call for this situation by the looks of things.
Yeah, just watch them stuff you though, even so, right? Nope.
On the inside handoff. That's a touchdown.
That's one of those plays.
That's a
It's just-
touchdown.
It's just one of those things, right?
It's just one of those things, yep.
It is what it is.
See if you could stop them that time. They could.
Another touchdown for the fullback there, though.
Yeah.
He's happy.
See, they got some penetration there somehow, anyway, even with only a 3-man front, basically. It's just that the guy who got the penetration overran the play, right?
Well, I kind of just ran to the right there. I just kind of assumed that he was going to come through, and I just kind of ignored him.
Yeah.
And he was probably scripted to fill that gap, and I wasn't in that gap.
Sean Schweissen will be kicking off. Ginn stands back to field the kick.
Then he kicks the football down the field.
Camps under it. He will start from his own.
See, still, it always takes a second guy to make a tackle, right?
Like every tackle.
Every tackle, it's always it's like a requirement. What do they got out there? 2 wide. Okay.
The offense will start at the 16-yard line. And we'll have a first down and 10.
2 tight ends over here. Oh.
Smith gives it left.
Oh, they called a timeout. Okay, they still got 2 wide receivers out there.
So second down, the offense needs about 4 for the first. Again,
See? No, like it's always the second guy, right?
He's wrestled down at about the 25-yard line.
What are they going to do now? Are they just going to... They're just going to let the clock run? Maybe?
Well, you won't be able to tell until they're done this replay here.
Yeah.
It's probably going to take them too long to get into position here.
The offense needs about 3 feet
Okay,
for the first.
well, looks like I got set up on the right side anyway, right? With the twin tight end, twin wide receiver thing.
We've played a half of football, and our score is
We've endured a half of football.
nothing.
Interesting, though, right? I quit playing that dime defense, and suddenly even a run-heavy team can't run against me, right?
Yep.
Okay, well, it must be time for the halftime stretch.
Indeed. And we're back.
Yes.
And I guess Mendenhall is not fighting for extra yards right now, and he's only covering the ball against medium hitters instead of big hitters. Don't know why.
I don't know. That
Looks like we're just about ready for the second half.
dynamic player performance or whatever, it just seems to me like that's something that you didn't really need in the game, right?
He makes it out to
They
the
could have
20.
better spent
Brown
their
was
efforts
there for the
at
stop.
basically making a better game where, like
They'll start
you're
this
not just
drive
watching
at
the game
20-yard
play
line.
against itself.
First down, 10 to go. Up the middle.
Well, you got some room there. Whoa, whoa.
No collision on the ref either. Did you see that?
Yeah, you just ran right through him, eh?
49-yard line.
It's like he wasn't quite fast enough to run away from that Smith guy, though.
Nope.
It's first and 10 now after the big gain on the ground.
But that was interesting. You managed to get through the first level and your fullback took out that one safety, right?
I think that was the center that took out
Was
the
that
safety.
the center that took out the safety?
Yeah, because I ended up following behind the center there.
Oh yeah, the fullback got somebody, and then you cut the other way. Yeah, and then the center blocks the safety.
Yeah, this is one of those situations where I have the fullback block the way I think the linebacker's going to shoot through the gap.
Yeah.
So that's what his job is. His job is to pick up the linebacker who shoots through the gap, and I'm immediately just going to ignore my assignment and run the other way.
Yeah.
And then I see that the center is free, so I just start following him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a little bit of Madden cheese, but I'll take it. Uh-oh.
Wow,
You got
neither
two
of those
guys.
linebackers.
You got two guys coming through the middle unblocked this time. I guess that
At least one of those guys should have got blocked.
the Madden giveth and Madden taketh away, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Inside handoff.
Well, I'm not sure how I slipped into the second level there, but okay, we'll take that.
Yep. Hey, you should give it to your fullback again here. See if you can get a yard on the fullback dive.
Recognizing it, they got the blocks, but the back was still able to get out of there for a nice gain.
Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert.
Hey, take a defender away. Yeah.
No.
Oh, come on. Really?
Get stuffed for 2.
Wow, that's nonsense.
It's fourth down. The Steelers ready to punt this one away.
That was complete and utter nonsense. You should have at least been able to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play. Because the defender that tackled him had to run a lot further than he did. Nice punt.
It's okay, like I said, we're just going to win with our special teams.
Great position to get back into this game. They'll take over at the 7.
How are they in great position to get back into this game?
I don't know, but it looks like they're going from the shotgun here.
Has a man out to his right.
Wow.
Pass and it's incomplete. Second
Out of
down.
all those guys,
Yeah.
Pass.
how did one of them not come down with that
Yeah,
football?
the defense outnumbered that guy 4-1 back there. Like, wow.
Wow, that was a wobbler, too.
Yeah. There were a lot of defenders back there in that play. Okay, I don't really care what they put on the field. I'm going to put a 4-3 out here again anyway.
Might as well.
Yeah. We'll just back everybody up again. Yeah, they're running anyway. Oh, look at that. Hey, wow.
Oh, that's okay. We
Oh,
got
and
a
then they
fumble.
lost.
Oh.
Will maintain possession.
See, that's so cheesy. How do you run against a 4-3 defense out of the shotgun like that, right? And I'm actually expecting a run,
First down
and I'm
and
playing
10.
it.
Ball on the 19.
That's what I mean. This game is so cheesy. It's just unbelievable.
Gore takes it left.
Well, they've also managed to recover both of their fumbles this game, too.
Yeah.
Now they're facing 2nd and 7. So they have the ball on their own 21. Tosses it out.
Block sucking
Another
going
one.
on.
Oh, my
Yep.
God.
Is able
Wow.
to fall on it.
How do you recover every fumble?
They're recovering every fumble.
Lucky to get that one back.
Third down now. They'll need about 3 yards to convert for a new set of downs.
Okay, well, here we go.
Smith
See that?
hands it
Yeah,
off.
first guy
There's
can't
no-
make the
Yeah,
tackle.
the first guy can never make the tackle, right? I don't know. That cheesy run out of the shadow of their own goal line, I don't think that should have worked the way that
Now
it
we
did.
have a first down and 10 to go.
Well, they've also recovered 3 fumbles.
Yeah, 2 of them on this drive.
Rolling to his left. And the tackle was made by Lamar Woodley.
The 49ers keep having to dump it off on those short little pass plays that don't gain much. They may want to take a shot down the field just to try and stretch this defense.
Yeah, okay, well.
Passes out to his right. The stop was made by Lawrence Timmons. Pass complete for 7 yards.
Okay, well.
That'll make it 3rd down. The offense needs about 3 feet for the first. They'll throw for the first.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, man.
It's like suddenly now they're just biting off little pieces of yardage and I can't stop them. It doesn't matter what I do.
On their own, let's say 43.
See that? I had an untouched guy coming around the edge again and he still managed to throw it away.
Yeah, well, those untouched guys just never get there fast enough.
Yeah.
So they'll face a 2nd and 10. On their own.
It's like they're running through quicksand.
Yep. I formation twin wide receivers. See that? I can't close up. Like, once I get engaged by a blocker, I can't do anything. Right?
Yep.
I might as well change players to someone else when that happens.
1st down, 10 to go. Ball on the 44-yard line. On the ground, up the middle. And the tackle was made by Ike Taylor. Just about 3 yards there. They line it up at the 41. Again with the run. The stop was made by Lamar Woodley.
Okay, I guess we'll substitute a guy. Well, it looks like... Sigh. See that? Wow.
They're gonna look like me out there on the rushing game.
Well, it's just little bits at a time, right?
Well, anytime the offensive line can dominate up front the way that this team has on this drive, you really begin to feel a little powerful as an offense. You feel like you're taking over the game.
See that? Now he's going to go for...
Can't catch it, though.
Nope. What's this? Now I have to substitute somebody else in?
Yep.
Okay.
Looks left. Here's a short pass.
See again, eh?
Morgan made solid contact and popped the ball out of there.
And you
see that? Bang. He's got...
receiver. You've got to hang on to those balls, but that was a big shot.
Okay, well, at least he dropped it. 3rd and 10, huh?
I actually couldn't tell that he dropped it on that play.
Yeah, I thought he caught it, actually. But I guess he dropped it. And now they're in the shotgun again.
Looks right. Throws.
Pass defense.
Yep.
Crabtree is rocked and it causes an incompletion.
That's just a big
Well, what are they going to do now?
The receiver could hold on to that one.
They're going to try to kick a field goal.
Going to try to kick a field goal? Okay. This isn't that long of a field goal. I imagine they'll probably make it.
Yep.
It's up and it's good. And that was not an easy kick.
Yeah, it looked like a little adrenaline kicked in on that one, didn't it? Maybe even surprised him how far he hit that one.
Really? He was surprised by how far he kicked that one?
I don't know. It just seemed to me like, wow, look at that. I couldn't even return it to the 20.
Taylor Mays was there to bring him down.
Didn't even get to the 15.
Gives it up the gut.
And looking at that run, we're not seeing the same explosiveness that we saw from him early.
Good point, Gus. And maybe the fumble we saw earlier in the game has him a bit.
That fumble happened in like the first quarter.
Yeah, really. And they've had three, the 49ers have fumbled the ball 3 times. They just were lucky enough to get it back all 3 times, right?
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action.
Yeah, yeah. We all saw how well the play action worked.
To be fair, though, I pressed the wrong button.
Yeah. That's because you're so unfamiliar with the passing game, because you never do it, right? From what I've seen of the results of the passing game in this game, though, like that's how all of the turnovers and everything else happen, right?
Bad things happen when you go to the air.
Yeah, well, it just seems to me like that's what happens, right? That guy who said Madden 12 will kick your ass on All-Pro should have added one more phrase to that. And that is, Madden 12 on All-Pro will kick your ass if you pass.
Yeah, you don't need to pass, though. You just need to run the dive play.
Yeah. Go back to the roots and...
I mean, even other run plays that we've tried have not worked.
No. You gotta go back to basics, hey?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It off.
So we'll just keep running the dive play until, well, let's be real. We're just going to keep running the dive play.
Yeah.
There is no until. There's no what if.
No, we'll just keep running the dive play until you score a touchdown.
Or have to punt.
Or well, no, you gotta score a touchdown here. The way that things have been suddenly opening up in the middle here on this drive, it almost smells like a scripted event.
Maybe.
Will be totally gassed in the fourth quarter.
Or maybe all of that running, you know, like they say, maybe all that running really does wear out the defense, right? And they get tired by the end of the third quarter.
Well, I know it typically wears out our guards, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, we can't see what the fatigue status of the defense is right now. Like, they don't show that like they do in Madden 05. I think you can actually see whether or not the opposing defense has some players too, right?
Leftwich, hands off.
That time the defensive tackle there got pushed back 5 yards and then escaped the center. But I guess I got 5 yards.
Yeah. Well, it's 3rd down and 5 or 6. 3rd down and 5.
Oh, come on. You got to block the defensive tackle there, man.
Yeah, they didn't block anybody. You could try a field goal from here. 25. That's a 42-yarder.
Oh, we've got to wait for
Yeah,
the
that's
next
the end
quarter.
of the third quarter.
And that's the end of the third quarter. The score is 7-3.
Wow, look at all those shadows. Every player out there is casting like 3 shadows.
Welcome back to San Francisco.
It's just that overhead lighting, man.
Yeah. Okay, we're counting on you
The Steelers
to kick this
have
field
the lead
goal.
and are in field goal
Need to aim it
range
just a
as
little
we
bit
get
left.
set for the start of the fourth quarter.
Go, 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 go. Yeah. Yay.
We stay a score ahead.
Score is now the
Look at how
Steelers
far to the left that went, and I barely aimed it to the
Yeah,
left
I
at
know.
all.
That's fucked up. It is.
Right? Like, the aiming in this is just
ready to
totally
kick
fucked.
away. Johnson stands back to field the kick.
Maybe the wind actually blew you to the left a little bit, though, right?
No, it really doesn't seem to matter, honestly. It's like I aim the kickoff to the same place every time. It doesn't affect my kickoff at all somehow.
Oh, look at that. They fumbled on the kickoff. Are we finally going to get one back? Yeah, we finally got one back after all those fumbles.
He was hit hard on that
Oh,
one.
well. Run the dive play.
That's exactly what we're going to do.
100 miles per hour in both directions.
I'm just ignoring the corner on the left there.
Yeah, that tight end motion seems to be confounding them, too, here lately, right? They just don't know how to deal with that.
Redmond.
Oh, I think I
that
tripped
was-
over my own guy there.
Yeah, that was acrobatic, but you know what? Picked up a few yards. That's good.
Yeah, I think I actually tripped over my own guy there. I think that's what happened.
Well, either they're just not man-locking or they're playing an awful lot of zone today.
Wow. You know, I had everybody blocking on that side, and that guy still came through untouched.
Yeah. That's okay. This is a makeable third down.
All right, that's like, so I have the play going to that side. So
Yeah, I
the
know, you
fullback
got-
is blocking that way. You've got number 53 blocking the middle guy. You've got 68 blocking that way. You've got 78 blocking that way. You've got 89 blocking that way.
Yeah. Well, somebody just didn't pick up that guy coming through the gap, right?
Yeah, well, it looked like the tackle didn't do his job.
I don't think there's any use analyzing it, really, because no matter how many times you look at it, there's nothing here to be learned, right? Really, I don't think. Because nothing that you do, you could run exactly the same play again the next time around and get a different result.
Leftwich hands it off straight ahead.
Well, I guess we're kicking a field goal again.
Ah, sure, why not? This one should be a little easier to make.
And he makes it. And with that, the score is the Steelers 13, the 49ers 3.
Never know. Maybe you'll get lucky and they'll fumble the kickoff return again or something.
Will be kicking off. Johnson is back to receive the kick.
Oh, the way I'm looking at it is we're ahead by 2 scores.
Yeah.
He'll return it from the 1. He brings it back to the 20.
Okay, well, here we go.
Was there to bring him down.
Oh, they're bringing out 3 wide receivers. So we'll play a 3-4. We'll just back everybody up a little bit. Because they're going to run anyway,
Gore gets it on the inside.
right? Having those,
No, it's a hurry-up rushing offense.
Aaron Smith was there for the stop.
okay.
No, he's going to get sacked
Yeah,
by the
he's going to
defensive
get
tackle.
sacked anyway. Hey. Yeah, not really too sure what happened there, but okay. You know, that's the thing, right? When I get that free rusher coming from the outside, I'd much rather... okay, we'll play nickel. I'd much rather see a sack develop from something like that than, you know, these situations where the guy just holds on to the ball forever, right?
Here's a pass over the middle.
Wow.
He's tackled right around the
Because there, I got good pressure right away, and he completes a pass for a first down, whereas... And it looked like the coverage wasn't even bad, right?
Yeah, it just is what it is. It's the Madden over the middle cheese. You know, because over the middle passing is a soft spot.
Yeah.
Always has been.
It's the tailback. He's dropped for a loss.
You know, you can draw up any sort of protection scheme and blocking scheme that you want, but ultimately this game comes down
Wow, we just threw that right over Troy's head.
Threw that right over everyone's head.
Yeah.
they won the battle. It's hard to believe that you can overthrow somebody that big. That guy is a huge target. You can't miss him.
Has a seam down the middle.
Oh, he just about did the basketball jump thing again, but he dropped it at the last second, eh?
Yep.
Well, let's see what they're going to do here. They're going to punt. Okay. I guess I have to call punt return middle because that's what my choice is. It's funny, you notice that guy who looks like he might maybe get a chance to block that punt, he comes free every time, but he just can't get there, right? Ever.
Expect to see here.
And the guy who's supposed to be the guy that blocks him never blocks him.
Absolutely the worst thing that can happen is turn the football over.
That punt return,
Safe runs,
the way that play plays out is actually, it looks terrible, right?
some sweeps, just anything to keep the chains moving at this point.
I don't think we need that many double team blocks.
Here's the halfback. He fights forward to about the 16. Navarro Bowman was there to bring him down.
It kind of makes me wonder if they're actually going to do what it shows in the play art anyway.
Mendenhall gets a call. He gets out to about the 18-yard line. Patrick Willis was there for the stop.
It's a tense moment.
They'll give it off here.
Ah,
You got 1
4th and
yard,
2
not
again.
enough.
Just
Yep.
like that, they've got to
You got 1 yard, not enough. You needed 1 more yard.
I didn't see anything go right.
and yet the punt aiming works perfectly fine.
Yeah. I don't know. Field goal kicking in this game is kind of stupid. Well, that went out of bounds.
So, Chris, what does this offense have to do to get them back into this game?
Well, let's see here. Oh, look at this. They're going 1 wide receiver. Okay.
Gore on the give.
Well, that didn't go anywhere.
He's wrestled
Oh,
down
now
The
they're going
hurry
to
up
hurry up
rushing
again.
offense again.
by number 69.
This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, you know what? I have, why did everybody go in the opposite direction there, right? I told them to crash to the left side of the screen, and they all went the opposite direction.
Receiver work. He is so patient patient with his routes. He gets down low into his cuts.
Maybe they just didn't listen to your audible.
Yeah, well, obviously not.
To take him away, and he is working them over.
Gore gets the carry.
They haven't been easy yards to pick up, but in a hard-fought game at the end of the day, especially in the second half, you start seeing running plays.
Okay, well,
That was completely overthrown.
well, it seems to me like if they don't have the right kind of personnel on the field, and they audible to like a, okay, they got 4 wide receivers there now. We'll go with the dime thing.
He's looking towards the left side.
But it just seems to me like if they audible to the wrong kind of formation with incorrect personnel, then things don't really work for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are they doing now? They're going to go on 4th down. So I'm just going to go with this. This is that tight alignment thing again here.
Throws to his left. And the tackle was made.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on.
Challenge that spot.
I'm going to challenge that ball spot. How
Down.
do I do that? Here?
There.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin doesn't like the call on the field, so he's gonna.
I don't think he made enough yards there to make a first down. That's bullshit. Right, he had to make it 2 yards past that 5-yard marker. And I just don't think he made it. If they did, then this is like remarkably partisan reffing.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands as called.
Oh yeah.
The group ends up agreeing with the officials.
I'm not, they didn't even say what the ruling on the, like what I was challenging, right? Oh, you got it anyway.
Oh,
So they were short anyway. Okay, how weird.
maybe that's it. I don't even know if we
Okay,
needed to challenge
I'm a
that.
little bit confused there because, yeah,
I thought we needed to challenge that.
so did I, because it said 1st and 10, right?
Yeah, it wasn't clear that a change of possession had happened.
Yeah,
That's just Madden 12 for you.
yeah, really. That's another thing that they didn't do well in this game. In Madden 05, when there's when they go on 4th down and they don't make it, you know it, right? You know, like it's obvious.
Yeah, with the way that went, it almost seemed like we were challenging it for them. We're like, yeah, they totally got that first down. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, oh boy. Well, anyway, I guess we spent a timeout.
Redmond.
There we go. Get the first down. Keep
That was
going.
all animation sucking. That was all animation driven. That wasn't anything I did.
No, like I said, I think this whole game is this whole game is one series of dice rolls, right? That's what I think this is. I don't think it, like you can maybe on offense you can affect the way things go a small amount, but for the most part,
I don't know about that.
for the most part, I think that it's basically just random chance based on, like there. Why did that gap open up the way that it did when it all game long it hasn't been happening, right?
Well, I'm going to tell you that I expect that gap to open up, personally.
Well,
and the
thing
reason
is-
I expect that gap to open up is because that fullback goes into that gap.
Yeah, but
And you have that double team on that guard.
all game long, that linebacker has been beating your fullback, right?
Or just running right past
Or
him.
just running right past him, and now suddenly, out of the blue,
Yeah.
for some reason, he's
No.
doing what he's supposed to do. And you know what? I recognize this, and you've had lots of trouble in this game trying to get that play to work. They double team the defensive lineman there, 73 and 71.
Yep.
And the center is supposed to block that guy that he's on,
And he almost never does.
And he almost never does. And the linebacker there is coming in the gap. Well, he's supposed to get blocked by the fullback, who almost never blocks him.
What
right?
I'm more surprised by is this number 68 here, who actually, instead of double teaming this guy,
he actually goes up and blocks that linebacker who would have cut over and plugged that gap on you too, right? But,
well, he probably wouldn't have even plugged the gap. He probably would have come into the backfield and just hit me.
But why is this play not executed the same way every time, right? You know what I mean? Like, why don't they execute this play properly more often?
Inside give. Patrick Willis.
That time we let both linebackers in.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason for it. I think it's strictly a random dice roll thing. But that's okay. You just need to take a couple of minutes off the clock here, and after that, it's all good.
Mendenhall on the run. Patrick Willis.
Okay, well, you made some positive yardage there. You made 6 yards on that. See, and then they line up in a really open-looking setup like this. Like, you would expect that you should be able to get 3 or 4 yards up the middle against an alignment like this because the gaps are so big, right? But that linebacker just bounces off your fullback, and then there's nowhere for you to go.
Navarro Bowman was there for the stop.
51-yard field goal? I don't know if we can make that.
I don't think I'd bother. I think I'd just try and punt it short. I personally don't think you could kick a 51-yard field goal. The way that the field goal aiming works in this thing, where do you even aim that? Yeah, nice punt. You're better off doing this, for sure.
He angles it out of bounds at the 8. Why not go for the 3 points there, Chris?
I have no clue. It's just definitely within field goal range. The only thing I can think of is their coach must not have.
It's because field goal kicking in this game is stupid. That's why.
Kicker scared, or he couldn't find his helmet.
The kicker couldn't find his helmet.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Short to his right. Christopher Carter was there to bring him down. Morgan picked up 6 with that grab. Dumps it out left.
Okay, well, I don't think anybody was going to catch that.
Yeah, that was a lame duck.
Yeah.
He was just throwing it away.
Okay, well, let's put the dime out there again. They got 4 wide receivers.
Has a man out to his right. He's brought
The slant pass.
for 31 by Madison.
See that? I don't even have time to finish inputting all of my controls that I want.
Yeah, because they screw the camera angle on you, too.
Looks like a gain of 9 on the pass play. Looks right. Throws. He can't come up with it. Incomplete pass.
Okay, well, it's 3rd down and 1. Okay, well, I'm going to go with the 4-3 here, I think. Because if they run the ball, then...
Short throw to the left.
Oh, he overthrew it.
And then got pasted.
Yep. But then again, though, I had a free rusher coming that time too, right? I can understand why he would throw an inaccurate pass there. Like, that's perfectly reasonable, right? Well, let's see if they run the ball here.
Yep.
Yeah, they're going to run the ball.
Takes a handoff.
But
Out of
that's
the
okay.
shotgun.
No, well, that's okay, though.
Uh-oh, somebody got hurt.
Get up. You're fine.
And somebody's kicking him while he's down.
Yeah, well, why
There's a
not?
player shaken up on the play.
Okay, we'll put a little nickel defense out there.
Passes it deep on the
Wow,
left
did we
side.
ever hit him hard?
Morgan was the
Yo, they wanted an extra timeout. That's why they hurt your player there.
Yeah. I gave that quarterback a big shot, too, at the end of this, right? Okay. So we'll play nickel some more. Play everybody back.
looking to his left. He's going deep. And the pass is incomplete.
Yeah.
Was the intended receiver.
Well, it's 3rd down and 10.
For a moment, I was actually worried he was going to catch that.
Yeah. I know, so was I. But that's okay. We'll play everybody off again.
Steps and throws to the left side. And the pass falls incomplete.
Oh, it looks like that one was a hit that knocked the ball out. So now it's 4th down and 10, and
We are not playing a zero deep scheme.
we're not playing a zero defense. No, we're not. We're going to put that dime out there again.
Like, who the hell would put out a zero defense in that situation?
I don't know. This game is totally retarded. There's no rhyme or reason. And look at that. The one linebacker in the dime scheme picks up the interception.
See, if we did a draft in this game, we'd just pick up linebackers.
Oh yeah, you'd have to draft linebackers for sure. They make all the big plays. Oh man.
It's just like Madden 05.
I'm just sitting here shaking my head, right? Because I figured out now the way to win on defense, and that is just don't allow them to run. If you don't allow them to run, well, they can't pass, right? Like the passing game appears to be so difficult to execute that even if you put what would probably be the wrong defense out there against a pass, they still can't pass against you, right?
Well, that's why I gave up on the pass right away.
I mean, I'm even playing 5-man line with 2 deep. That's what one of my man under 2 schemes is. And they have a lineman with a man coverage assignment, but if you use a line crash command, now you've got a 5-man rush with 4 man-to-man and 2 deep, right?
Yep.
And I'm even playing that sometimes. Just to stop them from running the ball, right? Because if they can't run, they can't do anything in this game, it appears. Well, there's a 1st down and some more. I don't know how you made it through there, but...
Well, I just saw the linebacker, and I just tried to evade him as he came in, and then somehow there was space there after all.
Yeah, that's how you play defense in this game. You play man under 2, and you just don't let them run, right?
Yeah, you line up in the 4-3 in the goal line.
You line
all
up
day
in the
long.
4-3 or the 3-4 or basically a variant of the goal line. So long as you've got 2 deep safeties, you'll be fine.
They'll go with the run once again. And the tackle was made by Patrick Willis. Willis tracks him down, wraps him up for the tackle. It's number 5 on the day.
Yeah, how does this math out? Can we kneel yet?
You got a minute 20 and it's 2nd down, so I think you still have to make some positive yards. They don't have any timeouts, but I don't know. At this point, I don't really think it matters all that much anyway.
Yeah, well, we can always miss a field goal at the end of the game.
Yeah.
We're just going to ignore that corner over there.
Well, you could try practice and see if you can learn something, right?
Leftwich with the give. They pick up 2 yards.
Yeah, technically you probably could kneel and run the clock out now.
Ah, well,
But we're ahead by 2 scores, so I don't think it really matters one way or the other. Even if you cough the ball up here, they would still have to score twice, and they won't be able to score twice with the time that's left. There you go. You can practice your field goal kicking. You might have to call a timeout though if you're going to get on the, get them out there on time, right?
Actually, it looks like we came out.
Yeah. I'd still call a timeout anyway because you won't have enough time to.
Well, it wants me to run the ball.
Yeah, really, eh? Now you got to grope your way through the. Yeah. Okay, it's a 32-yard field goal, so now you can practice your aiming a little.
All right, that looks right.
Yep. Well, you were a little off on your impact, but...
That's okay, though, because shanking it to the right actually helped.
Yep. Well, there you go. 16-3.
16, the 49ers. 3.
See, last game against the Browns, they scored 20 points on me, but they did it with running plays, right?
Yep.
Like they did it on the ground because I kept putting that dime defense out every time I saw 3 wide receivers, right?
Yeah, just don't do that.
Just don't do that. When you see 3 wide receivers, the appropriate response is 4-3.
Yeah, it seems like the appropriate response is 4-3 no matter what's out there.
Yeah, just about. Except when you want to play 3-4 just to mix things up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I found that it does help to alternate between those two things. Because they, I don't know, I guess you need a couple or 3 different plays to alternate between. But yeah, for the 49ers had Frank Gore and they had this great rushing game. Well, you know what? I wasn't having any of that. So that's the solution, folks. If you're playing Madden 12, just don't let them run. And they'll screw up the passing attack all by themselves. Like,
Yeah, they only got 84 yards passing.
Yeah, even though I was very rarely putting out extra defensive backs. I was usually playing either a 4-3 or a 3-4.
Oof, look at our third down conversion.
Yeah, your third down conversion rate was pretty rough, but...
we made up for it with 4th down conversions.
Yeah, well, 3 for 3 in red zone as well, right? Scoring.
Oh, if Roethlisberger has a positive quarterback rating.
He was 0 for 1.
He's still on that cold streak.
Yeah. So you got 180 yards from Mendenhall, another 79 from Redmond.
Well, Batch is on a cold streak.
Yeah.
So how many times did we run the ball? 36, 46, 51, 56, 59... 61. We only ran the ball 61 times. Almost like an all-game low.
Yeah, but then the 49ers ran the ball a lot in this game too, I think, though, and that made the time of possession a little more equal than usual, I think. So you didn't have as much time with the ball, right?
Well, Smith, Woodley, Kiesel, and then your defensive backs. With the tackles.
Yeah, well, when you see defensive linemen with lots of tackles like that, well, you can tell they were running the ball a lot, right?
Tackles for a loss, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 tackles for a loss. 3 sacks. 2 interceptions.
Yeah, Lawrence Timmons should be playing cornerback.
See? We'll put him on the Crusaders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where were the 4 forced fumbles, right?
Yeah.
But only one of them recovered, I think.
Yeah, we only recovered 1 out of 4 fumbles. But that's okay. You made your field goals today.
Our punter's still on a cold streak.
Yeah. Yeah, your net average is 32 yards, though. I mean, I thought that you did pretty well.
It just seems like he has no power.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, though...
I'm getting almost 100% all the time.
You look at those inside the 20 punts that you were getting, though. I mean, you pinned them inside their 10-yard line about 3 times, right?
I know, but he's still on a cold streak. He's been on a cold streak ever since Ben Roethlisberger got on a cold streak, which was to say the first game of the season.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you can really pay too much attention to that nonsense, to tell you the truth.
Their quarterback had a rating of 20.6.
Yeah, he was 12 of 31. You see that? He completed only 12 of 31 passes. So
this is like what happens in Madden 04.
Yeah, not much better than a third of his passes that he completed.
This is what like what happens in Madden 04 if you take quarterback accuracy and divide it by 2 so that you've only got like 5 for quarterback accuracy.
Yeah.
Right?
There, so he completed 38% of his passes against primarily a 4-3 or a 3-4 defense, right? The only time I put the extra defensive backs out was in those situations where it was very obviously a passing situation, like third down and more than 10, right?
Yep. I think they had a lot of drops, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy dropped 3 and that guy dropped 3.
Yeah, well, if they get hit, though, like, I think those were all forced drops, too, right? Like, they weren't unforced errors, they were,
Yeah, and they actually didn't catch any more passes than everybody else either.
No. And I think what happens, though, is you got those linebackers out there in coverage, and they put a hit on the guy and, basically force him to drop the ball, right?
Well, that guy got 16 tackles.
Well, that's that inside linebacker that it wouldn't surprise me if the other inside linebacker had lots of tackles too, because you were having a terrible time trying to block those guys, right?
Yep. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. The cold streak guy got 3 tackles for a loss.
Yeah.
How the hell did the cornerback get a tackle for a loss?
That's not that many tackles for a loss, considering that you did run the ball 62 times, though.
Well,
most of the time when you were running the ball, you were getting, like when you were not successful, you were usually just getting like a short gain, right? 1 or 2 yards kind of thing.
Well, that's why you run the dive play. They got a pass deflection and a forced fumble.
Yeah.
And they made their field goal.
Wow, he's a 15-year guy. Don't Ned me.
And they had like super punter out there.
Yeah.
With his super leg.
Well, the thing is, though, like his net average is going to look good, too, if I always call a fair catch, which I pretty well always do, right?
Yeah, but even like his average, like the guy has a super leg out there.
Yeah, he's getting 53 yards a punt, right? Oh, well, anyway. Are we done with this foolishness now?
Yeah, we're done for another week.
Yeah, thank God for that.
Don't press restart.
Yeah, don't do that. We don't want to have to do this again. Okay, well, that's another week of Madden 12 in the books, and we are now 14-0.
Indeed.
Yeah. And I'm feeling much better about my defensive performance than I did last week against the Browns, who ran roughshod over me.
Yeah, well, you just noticed and realized that you shouldn't play a dime defense ever.
Yeah, just don't play nickel or dime defense unless it's an extremely obvious passing situation, right? Third down and 15, you can put the nickel or dime defense out there if they put extra defensive backs out. If they don't, then just go with your 4-3 or your 3-4.
Yeah.
The 4-3 or the 3-4 both generate a better pass rush, and the coverage doesn't seem to be any worse.
And that's in spite of the fact that it's the same pass rush assignment.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Anyway. It looks like we got the Rams up next week. So, I guess until then.
I'm RecV5.
And I am Sandman99.
Have a good one.